Right, well, we are coming to the end of the GITEX Technology Week here in Dubai, and with one day to go, we've seen everything from product launches to e-government announcements. One part of the expo that hasn't really been hitting the headlines, though, is the innovation that comes out of the expo and that is fostered by the companies exhibiting there. But Omar Hussein is here to tell us more about that. He's the presenter of the popular Tayer show on YouTube. Omar, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So, for people who don't know who you are, we usually see you on your show or on stage as a comedian. What are you doing at GITEX this year?
I'm here, we're presenting U-Turn as a channel. One of our shows is at Tayer, as you mentioned. And we're working with BlackBerry to release an application that supports further interaction between the fans or the viewers with the show and the people working on the show. So it's kind of a new form of engagement with the fans.
Okay, so as I mentioned there are launches. I think there are 1,000 launches taking place at GITEX this year. Having been there and being involved with this app, do you think it's an important place for apps to be developed and to foster that sort of innovation?
Definitely. These few days are for developers. The items of discussion are what's happening in GITEX, what came out of GITEX and all that. So yes, I do agree with that.
And have you seen a lot of innovation going on and a lot of talking about apps? Are you a very tech-savvy person?
Unfortunately, I'm not very tech-savvy, but I have to stay in touch, granted that most of our work is online.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I've heard more than I can understand.
I'm sure. So you have, as I mentioned, a million hits on just one video on your YouTube.
It's an average in every episode.
Okay. So what is an app going to bring to the table?
Well, the first 2 seasons, the audience, they just watch. Now what we want to do on the 3rd season is that the audience, they can watch, they write content, and then via the application they send it to us. So they're actually participating in creating the content, and also we're giving them a portal for exclusive content if they're interested even further.
Right, so it's all about interaction now with this app.
It's further interaction, yes, exactly.
Okay. Omar, thank you so much for coming in and for sharing your thoughts on GITEX.
Thank you for having me.